All right, everybody. So this is a half episode or a .5 episode. It's where I bring on other people other than Jim, um, just to get more perspective. To have a little bit more fun. I don't know. But anyways, I got fucking Elliot Lindemood, and he's here to break your hearts, steal your money, fuck your girlfriends. You're all
Not
fucked.
necessarily. Not necessarily in that order, though.
You gotta be careful. This motherfucker right here. He's blind. So he gets sympathy points, and he just comes in, fucking wrecks everything. I hate him.
Aw,
I hate this motherfucker.
you capitalist, you.
Oh, well. All right, so Elliot has to come on because he wants to talk about new black metal and shoegaze and faggots. But anyways,
Well, I mean, as you know, I'm Mr. Underground. I'm very submerged in the underground metal scene, so I don't really pay attention to the trends and what's new. Um, I guess I kind of heard shoegaze black metal in 2012 when my friend posted the band Alcest or Alceste, whatever you want to. I don't know, they're French. Who cares? Fuck them. And I thought it was the worst thing ever that I ever heard. And I was just like, yeah, that's just. I don't remember if my friend liked them or not. I don't think he did, but I don't know. Hey, I can always ask him. But I was browsing through metal archives because I have no life and I'm really bored, and I found this one band who is a. I mean, I guess I knew known bands like Death Heaven before, but I never really heard them because I have more important things to do. And I found this one band called Myrkur. I don't know, Myrkur. The name's Icelandic, which is a Danish woman whose other occupation is an indie pop singer. Okay,
mm-hmm.
and she's playing black metal. Now, I checked it out I didn't know the marketing. I checked it out of curiosity. I don't go into music thinking I'm going to hate the band, right? And I thought, okay, maybe she's got something here. Yeah, I mean she's a really good singer and her voice is pretty good, but the guitar is just it's the most blandest thing I ever heard, despite the fact that it has fucking tuba and fucking trumpets and strings. But it's kind of black metal mixed with post rock, like Death Heaven or like fucking Alceste or it was just and then I saw how it was being marketed and my stomach churned. Relapse Records, the former really good label I supported for years because they had such a good roster, now has jumped off the cliff, jump whatever, make your own analogy, and are now calling her the future of black metal.
Future black metal, yeah.
I need not also say that she's attractive, which is it's kind of the arch enemy factor. I don't know, it's that, and I started digging around in that scene, and I came up wanting to puke my guts out.
Mm.
It's
Is it all like fashion over content?
yeah, I mean, I'm not saying she doesn't have some sort of potential, but she's not using her potential, and none of those bands are. Death Heaven is,
Okay.
as you said, it has that, yeah, gay. It has that high pitched guitar sound.
Emotions. I fucking hate that. But anyways,
I mean, I remember when black metal, when I got into black metal, I got into it when I was 12. Not because it's for 12-year-olds. Believe me, I was probably too young. But it was this really and it was great because my parents would let me buy it because no one's gonna let their son buy things like Cannibal Corpse. But building like a thing with like some church and some mystic cover art. Of course, they're not gonna say no, right? Depending, even though the music is even more brutal than Cannibal Corpse. But I got into shit like Burzum because it was so lo-fi and raw, and because they burned churches and killed people, and because they were just so underground and dangerous. No one wanted to mess with it. Now black metal's come so far uptown, you see indie pop people making black metal.
yeah, it's annoying. I'm a late bloomer when it comes to black metal, and you can just, even if you don't know a fucking thing about black metal, you can take a look at it from the outside looking in, and it's the same thing as, you know, if you have a group of tabletop gamers, like Dungeons and Dragons gamers, and they've been into it since it was, you know, first came
Yeah.
about. And then you
Yeah.
have all these little wankers come along. It's the same dynamic as any other fucking scene, where you have the genuine founders and the people who inspired it, and then you have the fucking wankers who come along later. The
And I'll
tag
be
alongs.
nice, and I'm not going to unload on her yet because this is her first album, and she has only been doing this for 2 years. So I'm going to be not lenient, but I'm not going to be as hard as I will be if maybe by her second album she still hasn't improved. I mean, because black metal and shoegaze can't really work. Black metal and post rock may work, if you get like a really depressive atmosphere, which is I think what Death Heaven is trying to do. They're actually trying to be more depressive than anything else. It just doesn't work though.
Black metal, though, like depressed and black metal, to me, no, because those people aren't cutting themselves because they're depressed. They're doing it for fucking Satan. Like,
There is a genre called depressive black metal, which you can check out. It's
uh,
it's very, very hit or miss, but when they get it right, oh fuck, it can drive you to suicide.
no,
Oh, it's great.
no. Sacrifice to Satan. That's what I want.
Um, I mean, in the music, I mean, I'll listen to anything if it's good music. If it does something for me. Like I
Yeah.
said, depressive black metal. I thought the same thing you said, but I listen to one or two bands if they're good, But if they're not, then why would I listen to?
Fuck 'em.
Same thing with, I mean, but black metal and shoegaze is kind of like a, I mean, the name kind of says it all. Looking down at your shoes. It's kind of like wannabe emo for indie rock fuckheads.
It's anything that has to do with emo is, to me, a rip off of The Cure. And maybe there was more proto bands than The Cure, but
Yeah.
The Cure is the ones who fucking perfected it. And anything after that, to me, is crap. Like, they caught that magic in a bottle and it's never been duplicated.
Yeah, I mean, even I'll admit I'm not the biggest fan of the Cure. I'm not a Cure fanboy like you are apparently. I hate you, Scott. Yeah, I don't know much about the Cure, but yeah, from what I gather, they seem to be the best of whatever the hell they're doing.
Well, what they're doing is they make up-tempo music with very subversive, dark lyrics.
I thought about making a pop band with death metal gore lyrics.
Kind of the same thing. It's to what they do is to make music that catches people's attention. Real simple rock kind of stuff. But then you listen to the music and you're like, God, maybe I should kill myself.
Yeah. And I can always respect driving people to suicide. That's always fun.
Mm.
Yummy.
Yeah. Not metal at all, by the way. Not even
No.
Not metal. No.
No, not even close. Rock.
I mean, it's barely rock. It's barely.
I mean, if you wanted to classify bands like Death Heaven as black metal influenced indie rock,
Yeah,
I can let it slide. Whatever.
That's
I'm
what
not gonna get into it, but I can let it slide. But when you start classifying shit like this as the future of black metal,
it's so edgy.
I just
so fucking edgy.
I mean, that's why I formed a band, which is, we're building it right now as a kind of response to that, as a response to you want the future of black metal, and we're gonna, basically turn it on its ass and make it evil again.
Yeah, call it sleaze metal.
Sleaze metal is something different.
Is it real?
Sleaze metal is like the Mentors or like old glam bands.
There is sleaze metal.
Oh, I mean, it's not. There's no such thing as what sleaze rock is like. Yeah, like I said, the old glam bands.
That's an actual thing, though. I just pulled that out of my ass, but that's like an actual.
People have called it like that. Like the New York Dolls would be more like kind of sleaze rock.
See, for me, sleaze is like Danzig.
Yeah, something like that.
Like real slippery, groovy, gross, perverted music.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, something like that. Well, but to them, sleaze rock means like talking about sex all the time. which is
Sluts.
slut metal.
Yeah.
But my band basically, I mean, that's why I'm calling myself a Satanist now.
Oh,
I
you're one of these
got some,
fuckers. Are
I
you an
subs-
actual Satanist?
in more the LaVeyan sense, yes. I mean, I don't sacrifice cats to Lucifer, but I
Just
love it
to,
when you what?
just to stick it to the man?
No, I mean, I definitely see what Satan represents, power and freedom, whereas Christianity represents slavery. Yeah, some of it is shock value. If you call yourself an atheist, you're not going to get as much shock as if you call yourself a Satanist.
Yeah.
But also, it's I love trying to explain to Christians, especially my parents, the difference between theistic Satanism and atheistic Satanism. Theistic Satanism is not really real. I mean, let's put it that way. There are very few theistic Satanists. I don't mean to destroy anyone's sense of. I mean, there are very left-hand path people, but most of them dabble in black magic. They don't really worship some kind of horned fucking guy in fire or whatever.
Did you see the abortion clinic guy
Which one?
that Jim shared?
No, I haven't fucking
Oh
seen.
God. He says that he performed sacrifices to Satan in
Oh,
his
I saw that. Yeah, that
abortion
was.
clinic.
Yeah, I
Full
saw that.
of shit. Fuck him. He's lying.
Oh, of course he's lying. I thought I laughed
Yeah.
though.
You know why
Yeah.
I know he's lying? Because now he talked to Jesus and he's cool now.
My friend Eric, who well, fuck Eric. He asked me if me or my Satanist friends, because we're not really animal rights, but like I think SeaWorld's pretty much an abomination,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really boring. Not to get off topic, but I love at SeaWorld people are stunned when when the whales drown a trainer. They're just stunned by it. I'm like, what the fuck, But anyway, they're asking if well, do you sacrifice animals during your spells? I'm like, bitch, very few spells actually call for the killing of animals. They call for dog's hair or a cat's eyelash, but they don't say sacrifice. But I guess he heard it from the show called The Haunting. He heard about it on a haunting, so he thinks it's real. The Haunting, of course, is a fucking piece of Christian propaganda. It's one of those ghost stories with a bunch of possessed by Satan Christian propaganda, and he takes it as gospel because he's a brainwashed cock.
Are you talking about those ghost hunter shows, like those ghost adventure
Yeah,
motherfuckers?
yeah.
God damn it, I hate those faggots. Because I like horror
Yep.
and creepy pastas, and I'm sorry, but it's not the old creepy house thing can be scary, but that shit's just ridiculous. It's
There's
some
no suspense either. There's no
huh?
like Lovecraftian. Sorry, I was itching my ear.
Well,
There's no like.
they're trying to sell it as real, and it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
No.
It's a magic trick. Don't tell me how the fucking trick's done. I don't want to know
Ghost
that.
stories are fun. Ghost stories are awesome. I love reading ghost stories.
Yeah, like
But I know they're fake.
like the creepy pasta, like the deep web stuff. No offense to Jim, but he did research on some of them, like because they're based in truth, but the truth often ruins the fucking punchline. And I was like, dude, don't
Yeah.
tell me the real story. I want to be scared by this. That's the
Oh,
point.
I can suspend my disbelief so easily.
I
Even
can't too.
like I remember reading about um, basically debunking ghost stories or whatever. And I know all the debunks, but even though like I read them and I was like, wow, this is kind of scary. Even I mean, like Lovecraft, I know exactly how he created those deities, and yet there's still some element of cosmic fear in them.
Yes.
But
I don't want to be told the magic trick though.
I like reading about the deep web though. Although I know most of it's full of shit, but
Dude, there's a very small
I
portion of
know.
that shit that's fucking terrifying. When I first started looking it up, I did not sleep for a whole fucking 2 days. Like,
I wouldn't mind visiting it to go order some illicit substances though.
well, here's the problem with that. The second you click on the wrong link, you're fucked. If someone fucking gets you, you're done. Like, I would not go on the deep web unless I had a fucking hacker right next to me who knew exactly how to fucking work everything.
I've downloaded Tor and Tails, which means it's virtually undetectable to the NSA.
Oh well, they say that shit, but come on.
I just love it. It's my friends like, do you really need all that protection for surfing Metal Archives? I'm like,
Yes.
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 I don't want my.
There's fucking crazy fucks out there.
Oh yeah.
And you know, another thing with Tor being invincible to the NSA, who's to say the fucking NSA didn't make that shit?
I know who made it.
You
Actually,
know him?
well, I'm friends with people who know. Yeah, yeah. I've actually donated to the Tor project before, so
Well, I mean,
they actually released a thing, or there was a leaked thing called Tor Stinks. Have you read this?
no.
It's the NSA admitting to their inside fucking people, yeah, we hate Tor.
Um,
It's the NSA admitting inside. I think it was leaked that, yeah, we hate Tor. Tor. I mean, granted, they can track people down by police work and stuff, which is how they busted Silk Road. It wasn't because they tracked their IPs; they just did it by good old-fashioned police work. But yeah, the NSA hates Tor.
they can get around that shit. They're gonna figure that shit out.
Oh, of course they are. But then you know what the glorious thing is?
The hackers will bloom another way to do it.
Yep,
I understand.
I love it. I love it.
It's cat and mouse, obviously.
Satan bless the hacker.
Even though that, I still wouldn't fuck around too much on there because there's, like I said, you click one wrong thing and some psychopath is now on your ass. And what do? You know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're gonna tell the police you went to an illegal site?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be. I'm of two minds, and I'm probably going to do it with a friend. I'm not going to do it alone. For fuck's sake.
If it was me, I would buy a throwaway laptop.
Yep.
That you can go to a internet cafe with. That's where you do it. You do not do it at home.
I'm going to do it with a friend anyway, just to fucking. Because if they kill him, maybe I'll do it with Anarcha. If they kill him, who cares? No loss.
No, you know why they wouldn't kill Anarcha?
Why?
Because he'd be like, wait, I got to tell you something.
I was getting
like, man, shut up. No, I can't. This is too personal.
I was getting on his ass yesterday about in PTR 17 because he was telling a story. Basically, it boiled down to he's developing an RPG. He's going to be distributed by Sega, he says. Although I don't know how he's whatever. And the reason Microsoft and people have rejected it is because of a scene where a cat gets raped or something. But he went on for 3 minutes, and then at the end of it, because he was like, I'm like, dude, just fucking give me the Cliff Notes version. Also, Sega still exists. I didn't know that.
Sega, man. Talk about falling from fucking glory. Anyways.
Yeah, now they distribute games for in Japan mostly. Of course, I'm not gonna. But about what the hell were we talking about? It. I don't mean to get off topic, but
faggots and black metal.
Oh, I mean, I fuck. I'm not saying there's not room for.
You're gonna carry the show for a minute and a half to 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Right.
Go ahead and say everything you need to say.
I like anal rape. I like tentacle rape. No, I mean I'm not saying there's not a spot for experimentation in black metal, such as my friends seem to think I'm saying. But I'm just I don't know. There's got to be. A band sucks if it's covered by the non-metal press. I mean, this band I'm talking about get fucking covered in Pitchfork and by the way, I guess so you kind of know what to expect. And like I said, they could rebrand it as black metal influenced indie rock, but trying to describe it as the future of black metal is just kind of pissing me off. I mean, black metal needs to be raw, visceral, hate-filled, anger-filled, evil stuff. It has to be dark. It can't be light. It can't be, whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bitter.
Sorry, everybody, you had to put up with that fuck for. I'm back. You're okay now.
I didn't even go into. I was gonna whore out my contact information, but I just didn't.
Well, because nobody would listen, you know it.
I don't feel like doing it either.
Okay.
Fuck off.
Okay, what were you saying now? Sorry.
No, I was kind of reiterating. I'm not saying there's not a place in black metal or metal for experimentation, as my friends seem to think that I'm saying. I mean, like I said, I listen to these bands because they're different, and I'm like, okay, I know this sounds like the worst concept in history, but maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. Okay, I have been wrong before. I will freely admit that. So maybe I'm wrong about this. Oh no, it turns out I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell. I hate being right sometimes.
There's experimentation, and then there's masturbation. Right?
You can't experiment while masturbating?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, though, right?
Yes.
Like, you get on my ass all the time for some of my prog rock. Oh, it's
my
just...
God. Dream Theater.
You do.
Oh,
I get where you're coming from, but I still like it. I don't give a shit.
No, I mean, I like some prog if it still has the elements of music, but I don't like prog that it's 20 seconds of a pretty good song and then 20 seconds of an okay song and then 20 seconds of a good song. No, take that idea, maybe do some experimentation, but craft it into a song. Don't just, at least if you're going to make a fucking tempo change or a key change, don't make it so jarring like Death did and Dream Theater does. Make it into a song.
Mm-mm.
I like music.
Well, it is music.
I mean, I was thinking of doing like a prog record or a record that I would call prog, which is just basically me banging on drums, singing off key, and my friend doing like random guitar notes for 8 minutes, and we'd sell it as the new Dream Theater album.
See, if you did that, you would just prove my side of the argument. Because yours sounds like trash.
It's kind of a joke about the perceived randomness of course it's going to sound like trash. I mean, I like noise. I like, not that kind of noise. You know what kind of noise I like?
Mm-hmm.
Drunken, evil noise, not, artsy, fartsy, faggoty noise, as I call it. Stop eating.
No.
I had steak for dinner. Fuck yeah.
I'm having noodles.
Well, your band noodle a lot on guitar, so it just fits.
They're good at it.
I mean, I like some prog death bands or some prog bands, or more tech death, I guess I should say, that are technical but still, they still have the element of brutality. I'm not saying Dream Theater doesn't have some really good ideas. I'm just saying I think they need to expand those ideas and not just abandon them. Exactly what I'm getting into the song. Death had that same problem in their later years. Death and Control Denied. You know what? I'm going to show you an album you're going to love. It's Control Denied's The Fragile Art of Existence. It's Chuck after he quit the band, or after he broke up the band Death, which turned from a really cool death metal band to Chuck Schuldiner's Orgasm. Basically very prog, very death. And Control Denied, I actually like the album, so maybe you'll like it. It's progressive power metal.
Well, okay. Put it on Facebook. I'll listen to it.
Oh, definitely. If I can find the full album on YouTube. I heard New Primus.
New Primus?
Yes, they've come out with a new album, apparently.
When?
I don't know. Annika told me that it's based on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, fuck that. I hate that.
So much reaction. What were you saying? What were you saying the other day about metal on MetalGate? You were saying you see through the veneer that Les wants you to have, or something like that.
Well, okay. Del Davis Tree Farm has a really sick and twisted, awesome, sleazy bass track to it, where it sounds like fucking demons and aliens are coming to attack you at the same time. But the song, lyrically, is about a tree farmer who has to work really hard to get by.
And it doesn't fit.
It doesn't. I wish Les would just go full on dark.
Yeah, but that's not his style. You know that.
He shows he does show that every once in a while though.
I've only had 2 Les Claypool albums. I've heard a lot more, but I had Sailing the Seas of Cheese and of Whales and Woe, his solo record. I love Of Whales and Woe, although the lyrics are random as hell.
Right.
But Sailing the Seas of Cheese, really good music, but none of the lyrics seem to. I mean, American Life, the lyrics don't seem to fit the song.
No,
Those damn blue collar tweakers.
Pork Soda is the darkest album he's done.
Yeah, I know that's the one with.
My Name is Mud.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the one with that hit song. Yeah, I've heard that.
Okay, and in that album, like the Press Man and Nature Boy and all they're very dark. Like,
yeah.
I wish he would just do that more. Not all the time. He's too talented to do. He's not a one-trick pony. That's not what I'm asking for. He's
a billion-trick pony, and that's the interesting thing. Plus, I had Jerry was a race car driver in my head for like years.
Listen to that, and then listen to Elephant Talk by King Crimson. There is no way Les came up with that bass riff on his own. That is right from Elephant Talk.
That's the one thing I like about Les Claypool is he uses his bass as a second guitar. It's not or Whales and Woe. There is no guitar. It's just him and his bass and some drums and whatever else he used.
That his rainbow bass, his 6-stringer, that's too many strings for a bass. I'm like, dude, when you're Les Claypool, that is not too many strings.
No, considering what he used. And like I said, I kind of left the Primus scene years ago, but I still have immense respect for the guy.
Primus is one of those bands.
I'll get back to them.
You could try to call them rock and roll.
Yeah.
But they're not. There's something different.
Alternative metal. I'm like,
no,
there's a hint of metal in there, of course.
There's a hint
because of course Larry
a hint of rock. There's a hint of jazz. Yeah. There's a hint of all this shit. It's Primus. That's the only way you can talk. They have their own thing.
Someone that once said Primus was always kind of bipolar because they were a little bit metal, but they're also a little bit rock. And of course, you're gonna have the metal thing because remember, Larry Lalonde was in one of the first death metal bands ever, Possessed, and Les Claypool almost joined. What is it, Testament?
Metallica.
I know he almost. Well, no, he auditioned for it. But I think he almost joined Testament in the mid '80s.
Thank God he didn't.
Dude, he opened for Exodus. Can you imagine Primus and Exodus when Baloff was fronting Exodus? Bonded by Blood era. Can you imagine Primus takes the stage, they're goofy, fucking, I say goofy in a nice way, goofy, experimental music. Then fucking Exodus takes the stage.
But no, like the veneer that Les wants is the goofy stuff. But I'm sorry, Les, when you play your dark stuff, it's fucking dark. Like it's scary. Like
I think Les and Buckethead need to do more together.
Yeah. Fucking
there's something to that.
Do a full-on metal album. Those two could do it.
There's something between Les Claypool and Buckethead that is Buckethead is legitimately brain damaged, I think.
He's amazing. Like, people like to, he's just a masturbator on the guitar.
No.
Not really.
He actually, the one thing I did kind of hate is that he often cuts off really good songs to have weird effects. But have you ever heard the Enter the Chicken?
Yeah.
The one with Death by Stereo, track 3, Botanist. That is such a good kind of mainstreamish metals. Or the Hand. That song freaked me out for years because of the vocal effects.
If you look up Buckethead's discography, it will blow your fucking mind. It's so much. It is ridiculous how much content that guy puts.
He's been releasing 150 Pike packs or whatever, Pike albums. Yeah, but the Hand, I heard it because it was on Jed the Fish on K-Rock, that horrible mainstream station. I was 12. Played a song with Buckethead and Surge from System of a Down, a band that I used to like, but fuck them now. And I thought I thought he was really cool. I thought the song was really cool. But I remember when I heard The Hand. Saul Williams' thing was kind of meh, it was kind of cool, but the 3 fingers on the swollen hand, that one. Yeah. But when I heard The Hand, the one with the God, who was on Vogue? You know what I'm talking about, right? The horror one.
Yeah, yeah.
That one freaked me out for days. And Notting Hill Lace is one of my favorite songs he did because it's It's not proggy. It's a straightforward song with a straightforward riff, and yet he gets to show off his awesome guitar skills.
Him, Buckethead, Les Claypool, and Danny Carey need to do a straightforward, trippy, but metal album. Straightforward as they can get. It would be
Yeah, but that won't
fucking
happen.
awesome.
They're not straightforward people.
Yeah,
You
but
know that.
I know Les and Danny have worked together, and so has Les and Buckethead. There's no reason why they shouldn't.
Nope. I never actually got that Colonel Claypool's Bucket of Burning Brains album. I've been looking for it for
It's
years.
okay. My favorite Les Claypool stuff is when he brings out the fucking stand-up bass, like Mr. Crinkle.
Yeah.
God damn, he makes that bellowing fucking noise is intimidating. Like,
Yeah.
like, god damn, that's fucking scary sounding. Like,
Yeah.
if you woke up in the middle of the night and heard that, it would freak you out.
Yeah, even more so than like hearing like something like Burzum in the middle of the night. Imagine if you woke up in the middle of the night and heard Varg Vikernes' vocals. Just okay. I want everyone listening to picture this scene. You're laying in bed, right? You're laying in bed. You wake up in the middle of the night. You rub your eyes. It's kind of cold out. The window's open. You can, it's nice and tranquil. All of a sudden, the really high Burzum vocals.
and then
bricks.
And then after that you're like, what the fuck? And it stops. And you're like, maybe that was just my imagination. And then all of a sudden, a bellowing womp bum 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 bum, and then
Yeah.
like you would fucking die. You just present your jugular. You would just present it. Like, go ahead.
So many people try vocal effects to try to get some sort of evil sound, be it echoey or pitch shifting. But Varg's on the first Burzum album, which if you haven't heard, Why Are You Living? He just sounds so pained and oh god.
Deanne's a Jig, which is it's Primus making fun of country music. Okay, it's got banjo in it. Really fucking bluegrassy, but it's creepy. Like, I was listening to it. I take walks like 2 a.m. Okay, I'm all by myself. I just like it. Okay, and I had that song playing, and I heard it echoing off buildings and stuff. I'm like, dude, if I was like sitting on my porch and I heard this song coming up the road, I would be fucking scared.
I'll look it up.
I can still remember old Giuliano. Yeah. It really fucking creepy, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre music.
I thought Les already parodied country music about 1 billion times.
You know what? You know what I think happened to Les? He grew up a hippie, and then he started making fun of rednecks and became one. Like,
yeah,
because he's a fucking redneck, man. He likes going fishing, lives out in the woods.
Yeah, pretty much. I always thought it was weird that Larry Lalonde, because I knew him from Primus. It's kind of like when I found out Dan Lilker, the guy who played on the first Anthrax album, which is kind of speed metal, was in a grindcore band called Brutal Truth. It was kind of like, but you were in an Anthrax, it's not really the heaviest thing. Usually, in my experience, if you're in one genre, like let's say thrash metal, you don't tend to go heavier, or if you're in, but anyway, off top, Larry Lalonde, I was reading about him.
That's pretty jarring, yeah. Going from death metal to Primus.
Yeah. And hardcore punk even. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's like Dan Lilker, who in 1984 was, fronting Anthrax, which was, at that time like a speed metal band, like a little bit faster than Motorhead, not quite Metallica or Slayer, you know what I mean?
I can't remember the name of them, but Maynard Keenan was in a really fucking weird band before Tool. It's like a funk band almost.
The guy from Rage Against the Machine was in a hardcore punk band before he decided to sell out.
Zach De La Rocha is a fucking Tool, dude.
Of course he is. But and of course the hardcore punk band, he was like a straight edge youth crew band, so that's pretty much the Tool of hardcore, or not Tool as in like prog rock, but
Okay,
the
I found
tool
the
is in the
band.
negative.
I found the band, Children of Anarchistic Dynasty. It's fucking terrible.
That's an awesome name, though.
Yeah, well, it's yeah. Well, anyways, we'll look at that later. But
Code.
uh, you brought up Serge Tankian earlier. That
Yes.
motherfucker, that son of a bitch, has more talent than System of a Down. That it's an abortion of his talent to be in that band.
I liked it ever until they let the guitarist sing more. The fucking sounds like the Beatles, Darren, whatever his name is. He sounds like he's in the Beatles, and they let him sing more.
Have you ever heard Sir Art?
Yeah, I have that.
That's what Serge Tankian should be fucking doing.
His solo record was interesting.
I've never heard it.
Well, it was the first one. It was kind of like just rock, but he has such a good voice. I mean, I know people. He has a legitimate good voice, not like Linkin Park guy, but he could do any genre he wants to.
Yeah,
do.
he's in the same category as Maynard Keenan. He's in that same category. Operatic voice. No, it's not just clean singing. No, there's considerable effort goes into this guy's singing.
Yeah, and yeah, he can do any genre he wants to do. I mean, I would love to hear him I would love to hear him do Merciful Fate. Oh, that would be awesome. I kind of wish Serge would go more metal, honestly. Do something a little more metal, but also do it I don't know. See, I like Sirart. I don't know if you ever heard early Soulfly, but Soulfly tried to do. I like Max. I'm a Max Cavalera fanboy, although I do think early Soulfly was pretty funny. Just some of the lyrics. Motherfucker, you don't understand. All my hate. Oh, shut up, Max. Shut up.
Dude,
he was in such a good thrash band, but anyway, he tried to combine tribal influences with new metal, and it just very hit or miss.
That's not Sir Art is legitimate fucking tribes and shit playing music, and they recorded it and they mixed it in with more modern stuff too.
That's what Max did. Max would go to Brazil and record indigenous tribes music. The only problem is okay. First of all, Max, you were in a thrash metal band. Okay, you were in a death and thrash metal band at first, who you tribed out. I get it. If you want to, I don't know. It's just it's like he would record sitars and bumbas and rabumbas and fucking bongos and buttholes and whatever other strange instruments, the berimbau, and that was cool. I like the idea of it, but and it doesn't mix with new metal. It's just Sirart was just rock, rock mixed. It was just rock, and it was really good the way it was. But yeah, Max. But you know what? The good thing is he's gotten away from it. There's still a bit of tribal kind of sitar, but dude, the past 3 Soulfly albums are well worth having.
I'll check.
They're a mix between a bit of groove and death metal.
I've been into thrash lately, right?
Machine Head ain't thrash, kid.
It's not what I meant, you motherfucker. But I found a band called Coroner, and then from there, it just kept feeding me.
Yeah, I know
similar bands. And fuck, man, I love it. It's thrash and death just mix so fucking well together.
I only have one Coroner demos before they went kind of proggy. It was called Death Cult with Tom Warrior of Celtic Frost on vocals. Really cool sounding. You should look into it.
I will. And what I love about that, it's like an 80s action movie. How do you it's so hard to fuck it up. Right? Because you got both badass elements from thrash and death in it. It's like watching Rambo pull the fucking bow back and the entire goddamn village blows up.
I've always hated the term death thrash metal, though, just because it's kind of redundant. I always think if it's more death metal, you should call it death metal. If it's more thrash metal, call it thrash metal. But I get what you mean. Bands like Skeletal Earth, fucking bands like I guess Demolition Hammer will be kind of thrash and death.
Yeah, I heard them earlier tonight. They were great. Fucking.
Oh, dude, when I heard 44 caliber brain surgery.
Yeah, it's very vicious. Very
I love
caveman anger.
John Reynolds' voice, and actually they were one of the few bands to do groove properly because they went kind of groovy, and they were one of the few bands that actually do groove in a way that's palatable. The only other band that did that is fucking yeah, can't think of their name. Anyway, I'm dumb. Yeah, bands like Skeletal, early Creator, the first Sepultura album, Morbid Visions, or Bestial Devastation by them. Fucking early Bathory, maybe. I know
Yeah.
that people call that black metal, but I think that's more like death thrash or Possessed. Morbid's December Moon demo with Dead on vocals from the band Mayhem.
That's
Oh,
such
dude,
a good scene, dude. It's
track
such a good
four.
scene because
Track
like
4.
you just push play on
Yeah,
one of those playlists, and it's probably going to be pretty good. It might not blow your mind, but it's probably going to be fucking A. You know?
that album Morbid December Moon track 4 freaks me out because it's thrashy, and all of a sudden, like there's a slow part, and I shit you not, Dead starts going la 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 la.
Oh,
La la
gross.
la 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 la, and you wouldn't think that would work, right? And then there's like some demonic like pitch shifting. It scares you
Yeah.
because
Black metal should fucking scare you.
because you're like because Dead was insane, and I just love la la la. Oh fuck yes!
You know, that whole
Black metal
future,
shit scary.
the future of black metal should scare the fucking shit out of people.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do with my band, Half Egg Claw.
Okay,
That's a
you have
Lovecraft.
you have a very daunting task
I know.
because people are desensitized. You have to find that nerve that society hasn't been tested on yet. And you have to fucking challenge it until it scares people.
And I know we're not going to get it right at first. I know for the first couple albums it'll be good, really good music. God, I hope, but I don't think it'll be. I think it'll take a couple albums for that. I'm not saying they're not going to be really good music, obviously, because why would I want to release anything that's not good music?
You know what you might have to do, and this is going to sound. You just have to hear me out, okay? It's been underground for so long, and now it's kind of surfacing, right? It's becoming like a fad.
Yeah.
You might have to sell out and go mainstream just so that you can burn it down in front of everyone.
I'm hoping what we'll do is we'll make a bunch of like statements, and I'm trying to get interviews with the mainstream metal press. Don't ask me how that's happening, but shh. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get. I mean, maybe we'll have to burn some churches.
It'll have to be something. Because when I watched Until the Light Takes Us,
I haven't seen that in years.
What was striking me is when they were following, God damn it, I know his name. Say some black metal names.
Samoth.
No.
Attila.
Dark Throne.
Yeah, him.
God damn it.
Fenriz.
They were following him around, and what kept entering my head is this guy's walking around his city. Cameras are following him. Girls are kissing him. You know, he's got this aura about him. He's got this rock star thing going.
And then you go into the fucking post office where he works.
Okay. Hear me out. And then he gets on the phone with his agent, and you can tell he's losing it. You can tell he's not there anymore. Right? He's not interested. Because he was so dispassionate about it when he said, "Oh, I'm thinking about it. I just wanted to kill myself." He just sounded whiny. Okay? So what's been entering my head is the only way black metal could ever do its thing again is if it was during the Super Bowl at the halftime show when they were promising a good rock and roll good time, but instead a bunch of fucking cheerleaders get slaughtered and everyone goes to prison.
Oh yeah, I think you meant. I don't remember that scene from the movie. Was it Fenner? Because he actually seems pretty cool.
Well, he seems cool. He was on the phone with some publicist or whatever, or some magazine, and she was grilling him, saying, "Oh, I've heard you guys have kind of lightened up a little bit, kind of went soft, huh?" And he got all offended. And he was like, "What do you mean? All I think about is killing myself." It's like, you fucking idiot.
I never. Okay. I'll put it this way. I like Dark Throne's black metal, but as soon as they went crust, they kind of lost me. And it's funny because I love punk, but it's turned into this fucking tribute to the underground. I'm like, you know what? I love the underground and I love those old bands, but you don't. I mean, I sold my soul to Manila Road. Something. I was raised on rock. Ooh, how clever!
Yeah.
Write songs about
Stop.
Transylvania.
Just make black metal, motherfucker. Live
I
up to
mean,
live up to your fucking legacy.
I love Manila Road too. You know, and I will defend Manila Road to the death. You know, and Venom, and I love all those bands, but I'm not going to write songs praising them because they don't need to be. But I think they got tired of the black metal scene because you had people like King of Hell, that Poser and
Oh, of
Golf and
course. No, I
Gorgoroth,
understand that. I
and
understand.
but they just turned into this underground tribute band that's just
But
I don't know.
do you hear what I'm saying as far as
Yeah,
for black metal to be effective, it will have to get on the main stage and just fucking ruin it for everyone.
well
Like,
maybe that's what Danish pop lady's like to do. You never know. I
like
hope so.
it has to play out like everyone is accepting it as a fad. Like it goes on for like 6 months where
Yeah,
everyone's like, "Oh yay, black metal," and then one time at a concert, like,
maybe that should be your job.
and they all of a sudden someone gets fucking shot and stabbed and raped on stage.
I'm just trying to think could I sell out like that? Like could I
It would
could I do that?
it would appear that you were
I mean
selling
like
out.
no, I mean like make music like that because for me music is intensely maybe. I
Right.
think I could do that if the payoff was
The payoff would have to be so shocking that it made
yeah,
people puke. Like,
yeah.
did they just do like what Metalocalypse was trying to do, but in real
Yeah.
life? Like, that's what would need to happen.
But also what we're also trying to do is trying to scare away Deaf Heaven and Alcest and I think if we do this band and of course Elliot Lindenwood's not going to be in the band as I thought Nyarlathotep is, but Elliot Lindenwood doesn't exist.
Okay. No, I hear you.
That's um and yes, it is all Lovecraft based. Deal with it.
Well, I mean, who better than Lovecraft to go off of, really?
Right? No shit. But yeah.
Lovecraft. Yeah, you're a faggot. You don't even know who he is. Fuck off.
It knows who Lovecraft is.
No. I'm talking about anybody who would be like, "Oh, you're just using Lovecraft." You know.
Oh god, I've had that before. Yeah, you're um really how do you Lovecraft? Well, Morbid Angel. Yeah, go read one of his stories. Uh yeah, I love people who are idiots.
No, dude, metal needs to scare people again. It doesn't do that anymore.
I mean, can it though? Like I said, the people are so I mean, how do you top G.G. Allen?
It can. It's just the bar is so high now that it would take a godlike effort. Like,
I mean, let's just think of what's happened in the past 40 or everything from Coven. Sorry, I had to get my ubiquitous Coven plug to Sabbath to Venom. Motorhead wasn't really that controversial.
the bar
honestly.
is admittedly
To
very
fucking
fucking high up there. Like,
G.G. Allen, Guar,
yeah, I know. It's
to the early black metal scene, you'd have to go on a.
motherfuckers
Oh,
would have to get murdered on stage. All right,
I know.
like, and you know,
Yeah.
people can say, well, it's just about the music, man. It's like, yeah, but with black metal, it's also got a lot to do with theatrics and live shows and shit. It's got a lot to do with that.
Well, unless you don't play live shows, unless you.
Yeah, I understand that. But
We probably won it first because my coke guy is like in some midwestern state, so it's kind of hard to play live. Okay,
understand.
We'll do it on Skype.
And you could do a dark web version of black metal. Someone died on Skype while they were playing black metal.
And we ate him.
And then you digitally ate him.
What was I joking? I was joking about people. Annika was saying, fuck, was I saying that? Yeah, Annika was like, well, I have a problem taking people seriously, and I was like, just give me a person, give me, oh, he's okay, yeah, we're not taking, okay, wait, he's eating him, okay, I guess he's serious.
I guess you could take someone seriously once they start eating motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I like eating people.
Something that was on one of those dark web creepypastas was, oh, not even a creepypasta, just a guy kind of showing you what's on there. One of the sites was recipes for how to cook human flesh. Which parts of the body to eat with which wine, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was funny. If you want more Death Thrash recommendations, I can give them to you.
Well, just post them in the group. But yeah, go ahead.
Death, Scream, Bloody Gore, first album. Oh, fuck yes. Necrophagia's first album, Ready for Death. Gotta love the name Necrophagia.
Yeah, I know. I was just going to say it has an awesome ring to it.
Fucking Morbid Angels, Abominations of Desolation. It's more death, but it's got, anything from like the first wave of death metal up until about 87.
It was Slayer that did it, right? It was Slayer that bridged that gap, right? Like
No, Possessed.
Okay,
Possessed,
but they're not known for that. Slayer is.
Slayer influenced it. I will give them that. Slayer definitely influenced it, but but I don't think they bridged it. They helped. I think they influenced it a lot, but Possessed was doing it a year before.
Maybe it's better to say Slayer proved the concept. And then,
if you listen to something like Angel of Death, you can definitely hear how it influenced bands like Death and things like, Slaughter. Oh, dude, you got to hear the only Slaughter album. Oh, it's like masturbation. Strap on.
A lot of
Hellhammer.
Demos that you'll share from time to time where it's real fucking shitty. Like, it sounds like they just got drunk and then were like, fuck it, we're playing.
I'm just waiting for one of those like fucking kids who post groove metal to post, this sucks, it's mean.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for that. I didn't know that Corey would actually like Amputated because I know a lot of the death metal band people can't stand brutal death metal because it's just so out of it, with the pig squeal vocals. But he was like, oh yeah, Amputated are pretty cool. I'm like, someone gets it. I hate Corey, but fucking hate Corey.
I listened. I think it was probably the first time I actually sat down and listened to a grindcore album. I don't even remember the fucking name of the band. Hold on, maybe I fucking have it on here easily.
God, it's gonna be some shitty band.
It is. There's Insect Warfare.
I like them.
My problem, you want to hear my problem, is it sounds like they took a whole heap of garbage and threw it into a dumpster.
That's what grindcore is supposed to sound like.
I don't like it.
It's actually Insect Warfare is, well, okay, what album did you hear? Because
Endless Execution Through Violent Restitution.
I don't remember that. Well, the problem with, Insect Warfare, I think actually is too clean of a mix for grind. I hate Insect Warfare's mix. I was listening to their album World Extermination. I'm just like, yeah,
you gotta remember who you're talking to, dude. You're talking to the guy who likes percussive, jazzy, bluesy metal stuff.
Yeah, I was introduced to grindcore. I was just like, tasty. This is where I belong. So yeah, I was listening to Insect Warfare's World Extermination. I thought it's good. Needs more rawness and a little more sloppiness.
Dude, I got shit on for saying I could use a bit more jazz or blues in this. Listen to this shit, dude. I got fucking destroyed.
Good.
Corey destroyed me. He goes, psychedelic grindcore, and he fucking posts this fucking jazzy prog rock shit. And I said, what the fuck, dude? No, that's not what I mean. Some reggae core? It's a fucking gay-ass reggae band.
Jazz grindcore exists. Jazz grindcore exists. And I hate it. I absolutely loathe the genre. Bands like Gridlink and Fuck the Facts and Discordance Axis. Yeah, go check them out.
And then it's, how about some just bass and drums, jazzy grindcore? And I say, God damn it. And he goes, well, why not rap black metal grindcore? All because I said I could use a bit more jazzy bluesy stuff.
Because you're saying something very dangerous.
I know.
Because there is such a thing as jazz grindcore. And just to tell you where it stands, we call it false grind.
So okay. Well, that explains why people would get pissed off at me for saying I could use a bit more jazz or blues.
Yeah, if you want more jazz, I can give you some fucking bands. Although I hate them.
I gotta tell you though, there is such a thing as black rap or black metal rap.
I know.
My god! It's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever heard in my life.
I think, and this is gonna sound really demeaning to you, but I think you're a bit new for grindcore right now.
I know I am. I just told you it's the first fucking time I sat down and listened to it.
No, but I think after a couple of years of more, extreme music, I think you'll kind of open your ears up. Because I've had people who say that to me, and then 3 years later they come back and, yeah, I'm really into this band called Napalm Death. I was like, I fucking showed you Napalm Death 3 years ago and you hated them. Shut up.
I've listened to Napalm Death though, and I didn't really mind them.
Well, it depends on what album you listen to.
I mean, from what I remember, they were a lot less jumbled.
Like I said, it depends on what album you listen to, because they've gone through a bit different phases.
I don't recall the name,
but yeah, I think once, and you have to really listen with headphones, and once you listen with headphones, I think you'll get it. But yeah, I think after 2 or 3 years or whatever, I think you'll begin to, because grindcore is a very extreme variant of music. It's not for the people who listen to the Blackening by Machine Head, and I'm going to keep harping on that, by the way.
You know what? For a flashy kind of metal album, it wasn't that bad. I didn't say
I have a dead man's face.
I didn't say it was fucking the next coming of Christ. I said it's not bad.
It's every now and then. I just like harping on it because you're you.
Fuck off, Elliot.
Oh, he's so nice. Yeah, well, I have new respect for Corey now.
No, dude, Corey's the man. He will just pounce on you just for the sake of pouncing on you, and I respect him for that.
As will I.
His whole thing is, if all you're responding to is your feelings getting hurt, then get the fuck out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just get the fuck out.
Plus, he seems to have a cool taste in music.
Yeah, he does.
See, I think with people like me and Corey and Jim, I think with people like me, and especially with me posting music on MetalGate, I think you'll look at I'm not saying you're not going to still like prog or whatever, but maybe a year from now, you'll look at what you're listening to and go, what the fuck? Well, how did that get so heavy? Because I know that happened with me. After like a year of Eric Keller and metal musicians and metal talking to metal people, I looked at my music. I was like, wow, where's Slipknot? Where's fucking As They Lay Dying? Where's wow, they're all gone. And how did this putrid pile, fucking amputated artery eruption, how did they get in there?
Well, that's happened to me, and the reason that's happened to me is this is a new shiny thing. And I want to play with it, right? I've already played with those the old toys. I've already played. I know I'm fucking covered back.
Yeah.
Right. So I visit them less often now.
Yeah, but take a break from grindcore. Maybe listen to more death metal variants of grindcore. Because
I have no break to take from grindcore. This is the first time I've really listened to it.
I don't think you're ready for it yet.
You faggot.
You
I
need
can
little
listen.
boy grind. You need little boy grind.
What's little boy grindcore? What's this shit?
What would be little boy grind? Cattle decapitation. It's prog.
Cattle decapitation.
Yeah, it's kind of prog grindcore. Some people like it. I don't. Plus, Travis Ryan's a complete utter dick. And if I ever see you in the pit,
Here's my thing here.
I'll break your face, Travis.
I'll listen to this grindcore album and I say it sounds like a jumbled mess. Okay? But then I'll post something a little more proggy and it has composition and movements and good timing and
That's
a lot
the
of
thing,
contrast
though.
and content and that's fucking shitty because it's fucking well organized.
That's the thing, though. Actually, Insect Warfare is not noise at all. I mean, those songs are very replicatable live. You're just not listening to them in the right mood. That's the thing, though. I only know a couple noise grind bands that I like. Insect War, okay, they did that one noise grind power death thing that was basically just noise, but all their songs are actual composed, thought out songs that can be replicated live. They're not like old Anal Cunt, which was, they have like an intro, but no, these are actual songs.
Yeah, but they're not like sections and movements. It's not like you're hearing some like orchestral rock band.
Well, no, but those bands are gay, so.
I don't know.
Every song should be 20 seconds long.
Fuck that.
Any song longer, I get bored.
Fuck that.
You know what? 20 seconds long.
20 minutes. 20 minutes long. Nothing but pretentious. I'm awesome at this instrument. Fuck off and die. That's what I want.
You know what? I had a joke the other day. You know what I call a 40-second long song? An epic. Because I do have songs. I know the one Sore Throat album has 101 songs on a fucking vinyl. And like I said, they're actually thought out, composed songs. I mean, there's no, like I said, I could play them live.
Hold on. Yngwie Malmsteen compared to Insect Warfare.
Yeah.
Come on, Dan. Composition-wise, there's no contest.
Okay, first of all, they're two different genres. Insect Warfare is a punky grind band.
Take away the sound and just look at the actual structure.
Well, yeah, but they're different. Grindcore isn't meant to be compositional. Grindcore is not meant to be. I mean, yeah, you can write like different sections. There's a fast section, there's a slow section, but it's not meant to be. Well, we're going to this orchestral part. It's meant to be. Here's the, maybe there's an intro, maybe there's a fucking fast section, slow section, and here's the blast beat. But it's two different genres of music. It's not. Grindcore's not meant to be. Grindcore's a form of anti-music. Let's put it that way. Whereas Yngwie's form of douchebaggery and being Swedish.
His douchebaggery is fucking magical, though. You have to admit it is. It's magical. I don't like fucking donuts. I love that motherfucker.
So needs to be beat upside the head.
He's so fat.
How can he
drives around in these fucking Ferraris and shit? Yes.
Not anymore. Wait, does he still do that? Because I know he had to sell them on eBay.
I can imagine it. Yes, he's a douchebag, but he picks up the guitar and it just blows people away.
I just have one question. How can you not like donuts?
He's a douchebag. He's a douchebag, but he's a magical douchebag.
Oh, we're going to get so many fucking views. And I'm going to get sued over the Travis Ryan break your face comments. He's the singer from Cattle Decapitation. I think he's just so annoying.
Why are we going to get so many views?
I don't know.
We're not going to get any views.
I'm going to share the hell out of this.
Well, go ahead.
I will. Later, not now.
Well, fine.
Fine.
Fucking faggot.
Capitalist pig, grindcore hating prog degenerate.
Prog degenerate. You know what's funny? All those prog musicians, going back even to like the 60s and 70s when it was rock,
You're
Without those fucking guys, there's no metal. So
whatever. I mean, John Zorn likes grindcore,
I don't care
but
who the
but
fuck's John Zorn.
really,
Oh, yeah,
Naked
really.
City, Painkiller. Fucking, he's this like saxophonist guy, and he liked grindcore, and he turned into some real jazzy stuff, which is actually really good. It's the only kind of pretentious core I like. Naked City and Painkiller, and even he liked grind. He's like a well-known jazz saxophonist, so even he
Well,
likes
I
it.
mean, okay, I will admit this with grindcore. I can totally imagine jazz nerds loving
Yeah,
grindcore.
me too. Me too. Um, which is why I'm glad that. Okay, okay. I'll explain this kind of not really quickly, but there's two schools of grind. Well, fuck. There's like 8 schools of grindcore, but I'm gonna focus on 2 for the time being. Okay. There's. I'm gonna focus on the 2 schools of grindcore. I'm gonna focus on the traditional grindcore, or real grindcore, and jazzcore, or as I call it, pussycore. So real grindcore, either from the death metal side or the punk side, and there are 2 different. I'm gonna make a video about this later. Um, But real grindcore is very punk based, be it death metal or punk. It still has a punk basis. It doesn't care about sloppy or precision. It's all about breaking heads and breaking chairs over people's faces and being as violent and as musically evil as not evil but musically aggressive as possible. Pussycore. And yes, there's bands that overlap like Noisier. False grind is bands like Fuck the Facts, Discordance Access, um, Gridlink, who turn grindcore into a math problem. Who say, well, like if we have like 201 beats per minute here, we have 500 beats per minute there, and there's a nice arpeggio change, and let's do another time change here, and let's do 25 time changes per song, and oh yeah, look at how artsy I am, and oh yeah, fucking. And those grindcore bands bear little resemblance to what I think of as grindcore, but unfortunately, that kind of jazz experimental grindcore has kind of taken over the scene, making it annoying for me when I'm looking at grindcore bands to find real grindcore because all you get are these pretentious wankers who play, jazz, extreme jazz as I call it. So
When I say that I could use a bit more blues and jazz and metal, people take that wrong. They think that I'm saying, no, I actually want to hear the jazz. No, what I mean is the drummer can play a little bit more jazzy. I'm not saying take a fucking jazz band and inject it into the fucking metal. What I'm
if you want to
saying
hear,
is technique wise, you can glean some of these techniques and put it into your music.
well, if you want to hear blues and jazz and metal, there's a great album out called Black Sabbath by the band called Black Sabbath.
Oh, fucking A. That's what I mean.
There's kind of a revival of that going on now.
Hell yes, there is. Oh my God, I'm so pissed off at this band right now. The
I got the
fucking sword.
sword.
The fucking
Yeah,
sword.
I heard their new
What
album.
the fuck did they just do?
I, I don't know. What did they do?
It's terrible. It's fucking hipster rock.
I never thought they were that genuine in the first place. I like Gods of the Earth, but that's it.
You know what
Jack's,
though? It was the kind of music you could put in and go for a drive. Right? It's not meant to fucking blow your mind. It was cool riffs. There you have it.
if you want kind of bluesy, occult, metal, rock, whatever you decide. Jack's Thoth, which is like a Coven, if Coven were a bit more metal. Blood Ceremony and Jess and the Ancient Ones. Blood Ceremony has a flute player. They're
Oh,
really good.
so
They're
Jethro
like
Tull.
they're like dude, they're like if Jethro Tull went metal.
Well,
With a
no, Jethro Tull did go metal, remember?
because they won that fucking Grammy.
What the fuck was that all about?
I mean, I mean, no disrespect to Jethro Tull. I don't like them, but whatever. No disrespect, but they're not metal. But yeah,
Yeah,
Blood Ceremony would be like Jethro Tull meets Black Sabbath, which I don't know how that sounds to you, but it's actually. I mean, I don't even like Jethro Tull, and I like Blood Ceremony, so
I'll
check them
check them
out.
out. I
And
will, but the
Jexta.
sword, dude. Like,
Yeah.
listen, here's why I'm pissed. Yeah, it's not mind blowing. You've heard it before, that music, but it was swords and sorcery, rock, metal blend. That wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. And then they come out with this shit. It's
Well,
faggoty, limp wristed, gay shit. Like,
they've tried new things. Like Gods of the Earth was more of like a Lovecraftian concept. I loved Gods of the Earth.
like Age of Winters was more.
Warp Rider was science fiction.
Yes,
I didn't think that worked though.
it was okay. Like, there was still the sorcery kind of stuff in there, though. It was sci-fi fantasy, really.
But I still like the production of Gods of the Earth. That really weird drum sound they got.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That album. And I got it because one of my friends gave it a really bad review and called like stupid music for stupid stoners who go to 7-Eleven and buy Doritos. I was like, yeah, okay, that works. If you hate it and you hate metal, because he liked punk, and I generally agree with him on punk, but he didn't really like metal. So I was like, hey, if you give it a bad review, and it's probably going to be good. But
and then you have Age of Winters, which
I've never heard that.
it's good. It's
I'll
good.
look it
And
up.
their last album was good. Like this, it's such a stark difference with their new album. Like,
Ghost new album blows goats.
well, yeah, they blow goats. I never really listened to them until like a couple of weeks ago.
Mm.
I liked their look and their gimmick, but I never heard their music. When I heard their music, I laughed my fucking ass off.
I was getting into more cult rock stuff thanks to Coven. I was getting into shit like The Devil's Blood and Jess and the Ancient Ones and Jex Thoth and Blood Ceremony and bands such as The Priestess. And someone said Ghost was kind of a cult rock, and I had kind of maybe heard Ghost and didn't really care for it, but I was like, okay, you know what? My mind's been broadened thanks to those evil people from Illinois. Okay, I will check them out. And so I checked them out, and I'm like, this isn't. I mean, it's like Black Sabbath mixed with pop.
No,
It's so poppy.
it's a rip off of Blue Oyster Cult. That's
but
what
more
it is.
poppy, but even more poppy.
But even more poppy.
It just sounded so poppy and so held back. I don't know. There was just something very held back about it. Like the band wanted to go. I don't know if this just it's like the band wanted to go out and go a little bit heavier, but they just held themselves back. It's restrained. Everything I heard from Ghost just felt so restrained. I was just like, and let's be honest, the image was fun for 10 seconds. The image was funny.
I still think it's an awesome image. It's just the music does not fucking match at all.
It got old for me. I was like, okay, haha, we don't know your identities and you're some sort of evil pope. Ha ha ha, that's funny.
It would have worked with heavier music. If say the Sword
if
did
that was
music.
Coven, if Coven did it, it would have worked. If the Sword did it, it would have worked. If Sleep did it, can you believe the guitarist for Sleep is a 9/11 truther?
Sleep is to me.
You haven't heard Holy Mountain. They're like Black Sabbath. If Black Sabbath got really high. Oh wait,
if
they did.
Sleep is hold on, let me look it up. It might not be the same band I'm thinking of.
What band are you thinking of? What band are you thinking of? The slow band or what?
Sleep. Dope Smoker.
No, Dope Smoker's the wrong one. It's an hour-long song that's really fun if you're high. But if you listen to Holy Mountain, Holy Mountain is more of a...
Okay, I'll listen to that later.
That was released on Earache Records of all things. But yeah, okay, so you heard Dope Smoker. Yeah, Dope Smoker's fun if you're high. If you're not high, but yeah, it sleeps. I think the guitar's got some very bad weed and paranoid his brain. He thinks they're trying to infect the world with Ebola, and he's a 9/11 truther. And
Yeah.
Sleep's fun though. They're like what happened if Black Sabbath just got a little heavier.
Black Sabbath, man. You could just put any of their old shit in and just go.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah,
I
you could
remember
just put it in and go.
Sleep got me into Black Sabbath actually, because they did a. I never really liked Black Sabbath because I heard Iron Man, thought it was. I mean, nowadays Iron Man's okay, but I heard Iron Man, I was like, meh. Plus, I was into really like death metal, but Eric Keller of the band Fear of God had released a single by them on his label, and the single contained a Black Sabbath cover. And because I'm a sucker for anything from his label, I listened to it. I really liked it, but I listened to the Black Sabbath cover, which was Lord of This World. It was slower, but I was like, was Black Sabbath really that heavy? So I got Master of Reality and I fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Dehumanizer's really good. That's the best thing Ronnie James Dio ever sang on, Dehumanizer. Because he sounds so, not vicious, but he sounds so much more eviler than he ever did on like Mob Rules.
Rainbow, motherfucker.
I've never taken the time. I mean, I'll listen to it, but I'm too busy downloading.
They are
Slam
everyone. They kind of got the Blue Oyster Cult thing going for them, where it's proto and it's not really metal.
Well, you said Coven was like Blue Oyster Cult, so maybe we'll have to check them out.
Well, what I mean by that is not that they're not dark, and none of that. It's not exactly aggressive enough to be considered metal.
But it might as well be.
Right. Like Black Sabbath, that fucking first song that you hear on there, you can tell this is going to change the game.
But then you hear the rest of the record.
Well, yeah, the second song is rock and roll all the way through. Period.
Oh God! You know what? I'm gonna say
I love it though. I love it.
I love the Wizard. Just because Tony's riff saves the song for me. I'm gonna say this, and you're gonna hate me. I find Ozzy's voice on that first Black Sabbath record atrocious. Just some quality in his voice. Never talking. Just keep that he improved by Paranoid. He improved his voice by Paranoid. I don't know if he was sick, but something about his voice on that early record and on the demos I've heard, there's just something I don't like about him. There's just something I don't like about the.
I think it's just you.
No, I've heard more people say that. I've heard people say.
No, you didn't.
What is this? No, he improved his voice so much by Paranoid.
No.
It is so much better.
No.
I'm not the only one who thinks that.
I don't care. No.
I don't know. It's so I can't describe something about his voice I just didn't like on that first album.
No Cussing Club.
Great album. It's a great album, but fuck that album. No, it's a great album. It's done something about his voice, but
no Cussing Club.
He improved it. Look it up.
Okay.
Look it up because we need to actually have a conversation where I'm like not the only one who knows anything and you're just some kind of, idiot.
Okay, so nocussing.com.
Oh, fuck that.
Is that it?
Yeah, fuck that shit. Okay, No Cussing Club. I was on. You're gonna laugh at me because I was on Rational.
Hold on. I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share the screen share.
No.
I'm gonna screen share it.
I was trolling various sites.
Okay.
Okay, good for you. I was on various websites, and I stumbled on the Rational Wiki page of the No Cussing Club. And the title sounded kind of funny, No Cussing Club, and I thought, No Cussing Club was started in 2007 by McKay Hatch, one of those glorious make a last name into a first name, fan-fucking-tastic people, of South Burbank, California. Yes, my state, unfortunately, in a middle school, saying my friends were cussing too much, and I told them about it, and some friends, they said they couldn't stop. So we started this No Cussing Club. In his high school, the No Cussing Club had 100 members, it said.
20,000 members now.
well, 20,000 members worldwide apparently, but in his high school it had over 100 members, and the guy's 22 years old now. Okay, you think he grow up, but he's a Mormon, so that explains a lot.
He's probably really, really awesome and nice to hang around.
No, fuck no.
And he bakes cookies.
And his dad is heavily involved in the club apparently.
Oh well, hey, no surprise there.
Because that's a nice little club for your fucking daddy, not like the Future Serial Killers of America club.
Yeah.
It's just, and you
know what this club really is? The suppressed, imprisoned child club, who's going to one day freak out and shoot up a school.
and he says you should replace words, like you should replace swear words with pickle and barnacles. Fucking hell! I can't make this shit up, people.
Kick him in the nuts.
And I mean, the thing is, swear words are not swear words. The only reason they're taboo is because that's what our fucking society imposes on them. That's what our society says. Swear words are words.
It's one of the greatest words ever.
Swear words are words that express more emotion. So, of course, our society wants to censor those words because they don't like emotion. I always find it funny that fucking shit and cunt are the most common. Who shits in this room? Do you shit?
I shit.
Do you fuck?
Yes.
And do you know people who have cunts?
Yes.
Okay, 3 of the most natural things, but of course the most natural things are going to be the ones that are taboo, because this society doesn't like natural and fucking basic instincts. They think that excrement is, oh fuck me, I hate people
excrement is
like
gross.
This. It's hilarious. I fucking hate people like this. The people who think the most natural fucking things are
oh god, this is a designated bully free zone.
So fuck yourself.
You know, his first name is McKay. You know who this reminds me of? Mr. Mackey from South Park. Good.
Nah.
Cussing is bad. Good.
You haven't seen his rap. You haven't seen his rap videos. No, you don't want to. Nope.
I already watched one rap video today. Hulk Hogan is on his thing. Look at him. There he is, Hulk Hogan.
Wait, what?
Hulk Hogan is on No Cussing Club.
Fucking niggers don't cuss.
Look at him. He's right there, 24-inch pythons and all.
How can Hulk Hogan be on the No Cussing Club website?
No cussing unless you say nigger. Nigger's fine.
That makes no sense.
I wonder when they update that. How you gonna get out of that one, McKay? Huh?
Dude, I want this kid on PTR so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that.
Hey, it says don't cuss, and it has lips with a big tongue sticking out and a hash mark through it. You know, it's like you're ripping off Rolling Stones, motherfucker. Or wait. Yeah.
I don't know.
I get Rolling Stones and Aerosmith mixed up all the fucking time in my head. I don't know why.
I get Led Zeppelin and Aerosmith mixed up. But that's because I don't give a shit about either of those.
Yeah. You know, I never understood the Led Zeppelin fetish. Like, yeah, okay. Okay. You know, all right. But I don't get it. When you had an option between Led Zeppelin or King Crimson, I don't see any excuse in the world.
I take Coven over either of those, so I don't have a dog.
Yeah, but that's not the same time.
Yes, it was.
Dude, fucking King Crimson. King fucking Crimson.
What time was that? What time is that?
Let me help you out here.
What the fuck? Okay, King Crimson. What time is King Crimson?
1968.
Yeah, you're right. Coven was only 1969.
But they formed in 1961.
Like the fuck when they formed? I don't give a
shit.
Hey,
you're always putting out fucking. This demo's way better. This demo.
Well, okay, just because Death and Terrorizer never quite reached the. It's funny when you hear bands really hyped and you don't actually know their first album because all you've heard was a demo because you had such a fucking isolated existence. And then you hear the first album that's supposed to be like the best thing ever, and you're like, wait, the demo's much better than the fucking first album. It's hilarious when that. I mean, it's happened to me with Death and Terror. Like I said, I had a very isolated existence because I live out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and my school's 30 minutes away. So I couldn't like hang out with anyone. Plus, I'm blind. I can't really come up to people. Hey, do you like punk rock? Hey, do you like metal? Dude, you're talking to a wall. Huh? But
So Zeppelin and Crimson pretty much came out at the same time.
okay, and Coven was a year later. Okay, fuck off.
So King Crimson rules the entire planet.
King Diamond.
Without fucking King Crimson, none of this shit. None of this shit. None
King
of
Diamond.
it.
King Diamond was a big Coven fan, so I haven't
There
heard
is
him say anything.
no Coven without Crimson.
I haven't heard him. I haven't heard him say a word about King Crimson, but he says that Jinx has a really good voice, so fuck off. We're just gonna do a whole Coven versus King. Although I will tell you one thing that Coven, because they toned down they toned down their occult rock thing, and people were like, "Well, they sold out," and I'm just like, maybe, but they never really sold out because each song on each album sounded different. It was a different fucking genre, so they were always experimenting. So,
sometimes I think people say they sold out, but in reality, they just made an album that sucked.
okay.
Like with the sword here, people are saying they sold out. Like, no, maybe this album just sucks.
Well, see, Coven never made an album for me that sucks. The thing that when I say they sold out was because they toned down their occult rock image and sang songs about love. Okay, which I thought it was a red flag at first. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna look at these albums because they're not about Satan. They're about love, and I don't want to hear about Satan.
Satan loves, bro.
And you know what I discovered? I discovered they can write love songs as good as they can write satanic songs.
Fair.
That was a revelation for me. Whatever. Fuck it. I like Coven. Sue me. Whatever. I don't care. So I don't really think they sold out. I just think they went to try something new. And like I said, each song is sounds different. There's no you have to be the general public would hate those two albums because they don't sound like, not every song's pop. Some songs are more rock. Some songs are, proto metal. So whatever. Coven rules, and if you don't like it, you can suck my dick.
What dick?
The one that I have, thank you.
Oh, I didn't think you had one.
No, that's Annika and Eric and Mason.
That's funny.
Mason, the dickless wonder.
Oh, Mason, poor Mason.
Fuck Mason, I don't care.
You see him and you're just like, oh. It's just immediate tragedy. The second you look at him, you're like, poor guy.
Well, I can't really look at him, so I don't feel that way. One of my friends described Mason, my friend Graham, just want to describe Mason. He goes, I kind of admire, this was his anti-elitist phase. I kind of admire Mason. He's kind of like the little engine that could.
He is. He is, dude. I do have to commend Mason on that.
See, I commend him on that. It's just everything he says is so ass backwards.
Here's the thing. Here's the qualifier for that.
Okay.
Anybody who can come out and say, I kind of like One Direction. And hang with some of the most evil, mean metalheads on the planet. Yeah.
When I was listening back to MetalGate episode 10, I was surprised Jim and Mason didn't kill each other.
That was fucking the most. I almost think that Mason had to be trolling. He had to.
No,
Who
no, he's
comes out
not.
and
No,
says, "I kind of
no.
like One Direction"?
He said that on my Facebook statuses before. Yeah.
Oh my God,
I
Mason!
made fun of One Direction, and yeah, he said it on one of my Facebook. This is back when he was, Mr. Macho Debater. That's why in March I awarded him already in 2015 the Golden Douchebag Award.
You know what though? Without Mason, you would have never made it on.
True. Without Mason, hell, dude, without Mason, my show would have died. I mean, think about it. If I never met you guys, or my show would have just been me and Anarcha. I mean, he's cool and all, but
We all talk shit about each other, Mason. So if you're listening, you're just as much of a faggot as Elliot is.
I hate you, Mason.
See what I mean?
And yeah, well, I mean, there is one thing I had to say. He does what he does, and he doesn't take shit from anyone.
Yeah, he just doesn't back down.
Yes, he's wrong about 99% of the things he says, and the 0.1% he's sleeping. But at least he'll fucking back up what he says, and he doesn't care.
He doesn't run away like some other fucking pussies do.
No, that's why, like I said, I was like, why are you debating me of all people? But yeah, if it wasn't for Mason, I wouldn't have made it on the show, and I don't think, to tell you the truth, not that I'm not trying to kiss anyone's ass or whatever, but I don't think with that you two, Scott and Jim, I don't think PTR would have lasted this long. To tell you the truth.
Well, it's all about kicking each other in the ass. Come on, motherfucker.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I actually found some legitimate You're not on every show, of course. No one's on every show, but you definitely improve. I mean, Anarch is really cool, but he's just not really the co-host type.
I think Anarch is the guy in the background who makes everything fucking run.
Yeah, he's more of a tech guy. Him and Bishop, but I don't really have a fucking co-host. Dude, you need to hear some of the PTR Fridays. It's me and Jim fucking by ourselves for 5 hours.
I will put that on when we get off here, when I go to sleep.
Dude, did you ever hear Jim's song that he did on PTR?
No.
He did a cover of I Can Talk, the Charlotte's Web song, but it was I Jerk Off. I jerk off, I jerk off. Fuck, I'll send you the link and I'll tell you what the fucking time to leave it at. But yeah, it's me and Jim and occasionally Anarch and Mason for the 3 weeks now, just talking to her by ourselves for 4 hours or whatever. We somehow don't kill each other.
Fuck. No cussing, motherfuckers.
Okay, let's see how long we can go without cussing. Starting now.
Fuck!
That was so blatant, though. I was actually wondering how long you could actually go without cussing.
I can't.
Well, now that you've got a kid.
Yeah,
I think she's too young to.
Fuck!
Do you want some more?
Dude, don't.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to soundproof a room.
Do you want some more fucking? Do you want more of milk from your bottle? Fuck off, Daddy.
Yeah. Are you hungry? Fuck you, faggot.
Where did you learn to talk like that?
Yeah, her mom would just. She does this thing. She doesn't yell at me. She just looks at me a certain way, and it makes me feel like I literally just raped 10 babies.
I literally just did, but that's another story.
You know what I mean, though? Like,
yeah.
She's got this look on her, and it's like, I fucked up, didn't I?
No, I've been with girls who, like I said, their tone of voice was just like, oh great, I'm now a World Trade Center terrorist.
Yeah, exactly.
They have just this way of making you feel like you've done something mortally wrong and you should kill yourself.
And you probably didn't. Like today, I got in a bunch of bullshit because we're trying to move and find a new place. On one hand, got to spend time with your family. On the other hand, find me a place to live. Motherfuckers, I can't do the same shit at the same time.
Can't do two things at once.
Do you understand?
No, I mean, it's usually. See, I finally found someone who like doesn't mind my fucking music or my like dabblings in Satanism, even though she believes in God, which I find funny, or like my morbid musings on snuff films. But before that, every time like I would talk about snuff films, every like girlfriend I was with would just be all like, I'll
Bye.
just yeah, I'll just be like, what the. So finally, I made a pact with myself, thanks to MetalGate and PTR, as I said on my status, that I'm not gonna. I tried to fucking self-censor to try not to offend some friends, who were more. But I was just like, you know what? It's not gonna get me anywhere. I'd rather have 5 friends that are raw as I am than fucking old friends who can't take it raw.
You know,
If you
you,
can't,
you you brought up a concern for my daughter about cussing, but here's the thing. Of course, I'm not going to sit in front of her and say "fuck, slut, whore, cunt, murder."
of
Of
course not.
course
I was
not.
joking
But
completely.
but at the same time, she's not going to be one of these weaklings who can't deal
No,
with that.
I mean, my parents would say bad words in front of me, and they would tell me why they were bad. And about 11 or 12, whatever, I didn't give a shit anymore, so I used them. Of course, not around my parents, because whatever. I was like the good kid, not in school, but I was like the good kid who's always nice and polite. Then I'd come out the door, put on my serial killer mask, and go strangle some people.
You know,
I
it's
was like
funny.
Miss.
I was just thinking about that conversation we're just having about women. That look or that sound that they give you.
Oh
It also
fuck.
it also makes you want to fuck.
Yeah.
It does. It's like,
Yeah.
oh baby, I hurt you. Let's just talk. Let's just come on. Let's just talk. Don't be mad, dude. It's like a fucking Jedi mind trick,
I once fucked a girl while listening to the Art of Eruption song "Raped with Anal Forceps."
dude. I'm working up. I'm working up to. Okay, so I start with metal and sex. I started with like rock and roll kind of. Uh, I don't know, like Black Sabbath, kind of older kind of rock, like
Yeah.
Yes. I started off with Yes and King Crimson and that kind of stuff, and I'm slowly building. So I went from that to Black Sabbath, which was okay, no, and then I went from that to Volbeat, which is totally
Ugh.
pop metal. Yeah, but you don't understand who I'm working with here.
I know, but I'm just you said Volbeat, and I'm
Okay, okay,
sorry,
okay,
it's
it's fine, it's
instinctive.
fine, it's fine, it's fine. But I'm slowly working up. And I don't know what the next progression is. I don't know what the next level is. I'm thinking Yingwei. I'm thinking fucking
Yeah.
Yingwei.
There is one thing I would love to do. Okay, the one thing, my one fantasy, is to fuck during the Satanic Mass for Coven.
That would take some. You know what? You would just have to have it on a playlist, like have 1 or 2 songs before it, and you just have to be in the middle of it already.
Oh, dude, that would be that would just be awesome. I mean, because I've done black masses before, where I had someone like on a living altar and things like that, and those are fun.
uh, but no, my goal is to get going on some like Dark Throne or some fucking, some really creepy fucking black metal shit.
I'm telling you, raped with anal forceps. It's like an aphrodisiac.
Mm, no,
Sexy.
no, no.
You're such a pussy.
Dark Throne fucking would be good. I think she could handle that one.
I don't know. Fuck Darkthrone. Have you heard Darkthrone's death metal?
No. Wait. Yes. The first
Oh,
album?
yeah,
Yes. Yes, it's good.
yeah, I liked it. And then they found out black metal was the latest trend, so that's what they did.
They're good at black metal too, dude. They
And they're
are. They
okay.
were.
And
They
they're
were.
okay at whatever they're doing now. I don't like it,
I
but
hate what they're doing now. I hate it.
it's very it's hit and miss. Like the music isn't bad, but the lyrics are just awful.
I don't like it. I can tell from that Until the Light Takes Us documentary. I could tell that something is amiss with Fenris. Something's missing. I can tell there's just, you can see it in his face, his mannerisms. It's like he knows he could never live up to the past. He could never do it.
Yeah, and I don't think they. I mean, I don't know if they really want. I mean, I know they like punk and stuff like that, and I'm not. But I don't know. That would have been an interesting side band. I mean, that would have been an interesting side band, but like the lyrics are just so lame.
Well, I get
And
so pissed off at these metal bands who already have an established thing, and then they take their music and turn it upside down and play something like Opeth. Fuck
well, okay,
you, motherfucker.
see, I'm conflicted. I think it just depends on the music because why would do you really want someone to just play the same thing over
Okay,
and over
well,
again?
let me rephrase it. Bands like Opeth who will change shit up. Okay, so people who like Opeth really like them for a specific reason, and it's that prog rocky kind of Blue Oyster Cult kind of music. That's what they're good at.
Yeah.
Right? And then they play death metal, and death metal fans are like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Some death
Right?
metal fans like them, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any friends who really like their death stuff.
Okay, and then he comes out and says, "Death metal fans are fucking bullshit. They're mean." It's like, dude, nobody ever invited you. Nobody even asked you to come.
No, you came of your own volition. You played. I mean, it was very hit miss with Opeth's death metal, and I don't really, I'm just, I don't fuck Opeth. But anyway, yeah, and then they, well, I mean, he stated he doesn't even like death metal anymore. Doesn't want to do death metal
What the fuck
vocals.
ever? It's because you failed. That's why you say that.
He was good in Bloodbath, at least. I like
Yeah.
Bloodbath. They're
Why
fun.
didn't he just use Bloodbath?
Because, well, no, I mean, no. Like I said, he stated he quit Bloodbath. He stated that he didn't want to do death metal vocals anymore, that he hadn't listened to death metal since the 90s, that he wanted to move on and be prog rock, and now he's saying the death metal fans are mean. Well, look, you just insulted them.
Yeah.
You just
Okay, and
insulted them and you distance yourself from them.
then he turns around and says stupid shit like, "But prog rock is so limitless." It's like, motherfucker, King Crimson, yes, and Dream Theater do not make unlimited music. They have strict compositions that, yes, vary widely. They go in all different directions, but it's strict. There's rules that make it work. And even your prog rock shit has that there. It's not limitless.
But,
An open mind.
but like I said, I just think, I mean, like I said, he was in Bloodbath, which was kind of like a retro death metal band, which was fun beer drinking music. And like I said, he quit Bloodbath. Okay, he quit the band, and now they have a different. They have the guy from Paradise Lost. Um, but yeah, he stated in an interview a couple of years ago that he didn't want to do death metal anymore, and now he's saying the death metal fans are closed-minded. Well, dude, you were the one who distanced yourself from the genre. Maybe you should go promote yourself to some prog fans.
You know, he started off prog, right?
No, he
Like,
started off death.
oh
No,
well,
he started off as a death metal kind of technical death metal musician and got
wow.
more into prog. Yeah. No, he
Okay,
was never.
okay, that changes the dynamics a little bit
Yeah,
here. So
yeah, he started off.
first he was death metal, then he decided no. So okay, so you had your death metal fans to begin with. You had some people who liked you,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then you
yeah.
made prog rock.
Well, no,
And
okay. Let me just preface this. It was never pure death metal. It was progressive death metal. It was death metal with prog rock in it.
okay,
But it
so you
was,
have
but he didn't do pure prog rock until until later. He didn't do like a pure acoustic prog rock album. It was always a mixture. I don't know if he was actually in a. I can look it up really quick. If he was in some sort of pre-Opeth band, but I'm not sure.
you know, it's not his music that pisses me off. It's him. It's his shitty, holier than thou attitude. I can't
Like
stand it.
like I said, so he was a prog death metal band. Then he started experimenting with pure prog, and he did that like pure acoustic album, right? And then, but like I said, then he turns around and says, "Well, death metal's childish or whatever," or they basically
That's
that's
what
what he
I
was
don't
saying.
like about the motherfucker.
And
That right
okay,
there.
okay, death metal's childish, whatever. I disagree. And then you say, "Well, but they're also closed-minded." I'm like, dude, you insulted them and distanced yourself from them. Like, well, how were we supposed to react? We're
Right.
supposed to go, "Oh yeah, you're
Yeah, we're
right."
totally the way you described us.
Yeah.
Um, see, because I'm one of those faggots who like his all that shit. I think they do a good job with it musically, but he is a fucking faggot. I hate that son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's I don't know. I don't think he's really that. I don't know. I mean, I don't really like Prague, so
Right. Fair enough. Fair point.
I mean, if you would have make real, I mean, I never liked him as a death metal prog death. I mean, because I'm open to prog if it's good, or death metal if I find it really good. But it just was never my thing. But like I said,
I
I liked him in
understand.
Bloodbath.
I'm learning to appreciate more of the straightforward, no nonsense kind of metal. I'm learning to appreciate that more. So I understand someone who grew up with that and that's their
Yeah,
thing.
I mean that was always
I
my favorite
understand
thing.
them not liking prog. I get it. But it also makes sense that someone who grew up with prog could get into straightforward metal a lot easier than the other way around.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I grew up with. I wanted brutality more than anything else. You know, I wanted brutality more than musicianship. I didn't care about if you could play as long as you were just, So
Roar.
I was more into that than anything else. So I was
Well,
just
anyway,
like,
fuck
oh,
Oat. I don't want to talk about him anymore. Opeth. Fuck,
I wasn't talking. We
fuck
had
him.
moved on from that.
No cussing.
No
Fuck him.
fucking cussing. No fucking cussing, Scott.
No cussing. Fuck it.
We'll do it live.
That's a group that should exist. No cussing. Fuck it.
We need to get McKay Hatch on here.
Fuck cussing.
And by the way, I'd just like to point out that no cussing doesn't exist anywhere else except for America. It's pronounced cursing everywhere else.
I don't give a shit. I don't
I
fucking
do.
care.
I do. Yeah, goes into Opeth.
Fuck Opeth, dude.
Goes into Dream Theater and go jack off to Mike Portnoy's in Twisted Sister.
Portnoy. That little fucking weasel. When they replaced him, everyone was like, or all his fans were like, Dream Theater's gonna die now. And then they got fucking Mike Mangini, who's just a fucking beast.
And now Portnoy's in Twisted Sister.
Yes! That idiot. Whether you like Dream Theater or not, they are riding a monster wave, right? Like they are way the fuck up there as far as becoming a band people remember. And he just jumped off. He just jumped right off of it. Like, you fucking idiot!
To go play We're Not Gonna Take It.
And then Mangini, I remember he's doing this interview. He's like, I'm not trying to replace John. It's like, yes, you are, you motherfucker. Yes, you are. And you did a better job. Sorry, he's more crisp.
I mean, it's kind of like finding out that the guy from Death's last album was on an Asheron album, which was he actually did good on that album because he wasn't too masturbatory on the drums. He was a lot more stable. I mean, he still had like technical fills, but he wasn't as masturbatory. But I mean, okay, that would be like finding out that a guitarist from Iron Maiden had suddenly joined fucking Green Day.
You're exactly
I mean,
right.
Iron Maiden's kind of a progressive kind of metal. I mean, not progressive. Yeah, okay, I guess they are.
Let's get the story straight here. Portnoy left Dream Theater, all bitching and whining, and what did he do? He went to Avenged Sevenfold. What the fuck are you doing, you dumb motherfucker?
I know he did Twisted Sister. I didn't know he went to Avenged Sevenfold.
Yes, he did. He did. And then he did Winery Dogs, which is this abortion. I don't like him at all.
I mean, like I said, it would be like if Kerry King left Slayer and joined Blink-182.
It would be like if Lars Ulrich left Metallica and joined One Direction.
Well, no, because Metallica is One Direction. No, dude, it would be like
what I'm saying.
Dude, it would be like if Kerry King left Slayer and went to join One Direction. I mean, I don't like Dream Theater, but Twisted Sisters is about as far from technical metal as you can get.
You don't. This is not about this is pure business. We're talking economics here.
I know.
Dream Theater is riding this fucking wave way the fuck up here.
Yeah, but Twisted Sisters doing their farewell tour, so they're gonna get a huge buttload of money.
Well, sure, okay, fair enough. But that's not what caused him to jump ship.
But I'm just saying the contrast between ultra technical Dream Theater and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I talk shit, but he is a talented drummer. It's just what a bonehead decision.
Oh God,
that band.
I love that. Hey, speaking of weird decisions. Can you believe Chester Bennington's fronting Stone Temple
Oh
Pilots?
God! Don't even get me fucking started. Okay, Stone Temple fucking Pilots release Core, one of the more palatable '90s rock albums. It's dark, it's gritty, it's got all the kind of, it's good. Then they suck, and Weiland just cannot keep himself out of trouble. Like he's always shooting up heroin and beating up some bitch, but you know he's a rock and roll guy, okay? And then you get this little faggot from Lincoln Park. What the fuck kind of joke is that?
Yeah, he's not even that good of a singer. Sorry, my screen reader appears to not be working.
Can you
Sorry.
imagine him singing like Dead and Bloated?
I mean, he's not even that good of a singer. That's the thing. That's the thing.
Crawling in my skin.
That's the thing. I mean, get somebody that can sing. He did a thing with Motley Crue too. That was hilarious.
Stone Temple fucking Pilots, man.
Fuck them.
That first album's good. Everything else is trash.
I don't know. I haven't heard it because I don't like that kind of thing. I just think it's hilarious that they're somewhat respectable, and
You know, here's your picks though. Nirvana, no. Pearl Jam, no. Or the guys talking about getting drunk, doing drugs, and killing people.
yeah, okay. I guess they're kind of the best of whatever that is. True.
Well, I mean, I'm talking. We're talking Stone Temple Pilots on the wrong fucking platform here. So let's just move on.
Yeah, well, you're talking to with the guy who listens to slam death metal.
Yeah, we're not. No, I mean, even I recognize that STP is not.
You know what? I think we should do you host PTR and I'll host MetalGate. MetalGate hosted by a real metalhead.
It's true. It's true, motherfuckers. I'm a new fag.
And I'm hard.
The whole reason I did this was because there's a certain group of people I fucking hate them, and that's why I did this. I had to learn the hard way and get yelled at by a bunch of metalheads to do this.
Oh, I yell at you about every day for some.
I know.
Shit
I know.
Can I get more blues and jazz and grindcore?
Dude, I got my ass kicked for saying that.
As you should have.
Hey,
I'm glad you did.
I don't know shit about slam, grindcore, all of that shit. I don't know shit about it.
Welcome to the school of Elliot Lindemood.
Wow.
Oh God, we're gonna have fun in the future. And you know what the funny thing is, I'm younger than you. I thought,
So?
I thought for sure whenever I joined MetalGate, God, the host is gonna be some guy who lives in a fucking cave. He's gonna sacrifice virgins and welcome to MetalGate.
You know what though? That's Jim.
I know it is.
Why do you think Jim is fucking perfect for MetalGate? Perfect.
I know he is. Yeah, I know. I mean, he was.
There's gonna come the day when old Scott here has to walk away, right? It's gonna be Jim.
Hope that's not soon though, because this is actually really fun. So.
Well, maybe I don't know. Sometime.
You are actually really cool. I know I give you shit all the time for but you are actually,
Episode 10 is coming up soon next week, and that will be hiatus after that. So
that'll be 20 episodes you've done, and I've done 17 the time you've done 9. So. I mean, I asked Jim straight up, the first time you heard my voice, what was your first impression of me?
Faggot.
And I'll ask you the same thing.
Faggot.
Yeah, right? Yeah. He was like, well, probably a wuss. And I was like, yeah, exactly. I hate my fucking voice. Until I proved that, yeah, I could talk about vulgarities. You should do another episode 10 where you just invite everyone.
That's what I'm going to do. I fucking should have announced that.
Well, you've announced it here.
Episode 10, free for all. Motherfuckers from everywhere.
I'll be there and I'll try to inject some order into it because I like going to places where there's order. I'll be like, I want to talk about something serious. No, we're talking about tentacle rape.
No! Tentacles! Rape! Don't you get it? Get on board.
Yeah, you should get everyone from fucking MetalGate and I'll plug my show.
We'll see. We'll plan this out a little bit better.
Who
All right.
could I get?
You know what I'm thinking?
What?
That this episode is nearing its close.
Really quick, I would like to do, because I'm going to have to restart my computer after this. Really quick, I would like to do a selection of metal books I think people should check out.
Okay.
Sound of the Beast, The Complete Head-Banging History of Heavy Metal by Ian Christie. The guy knows his shit. Lords of Chaos, The Bloody Rise of the Satanic Metal Underground. It's about Norwegian black metal. And it features Kevin as, the chapter 1, kind of the birth of metal or satanic metal. So, yay for Kevin! And it's really thorough. And there's also the book Black Metal, Evolution of the Cult, which is much more... It's not just about Norwegian, it's about every black metal scene ever. So it focuses on every band for a chapter. So you get a lot more perspective about scenes around the world, but of course you don't get that focus on the Norwegian scene that you get with Lords of Chaos. So it's but definitely Choosing Death, The Improbable History of Death Metal and Grindcore. Too much about death metal, not enough about grindcore, but worth a listen. Read if you don't know anything about either. American Hardcore, it's about hardcore punk, but I think you need it to understand where metal came from. And books like that. I read a Metallica autobiography, but it was really lame, so don't get that. Fucking, books. Look up Decibel Magazine. They used to be really good. They used to put out a lot of really good books. Look up Bazillion Points. And check out those books, and don't get Bang Your Head, The Rise and Fall of Heavy Metal, because that's too much about popular heavy metal bands. They spend too much time talking about glam bands.
Eric Chavez.
What about him?
He would love it.
Yes, he would, and I've recommended it to him. They mention bands like Possessed and Death, but they also mention...
Hey.
It's only for
Oh, fuck, you're blind.
What?
Nothing. It's about
Good
Kiss.
job, idiot. You fucking idiot.
Okay, this is coming to an end. If you want to, I know there's 0 viewers here, but if there's a magical person out there who hears this, keep an eye out on MetalGate Band on Facebook. There's going to be an episode popping up out of nowhere from some fucking dark reach of the fucking YouTubes where we are going to shit all over the internet.
Hail to me.
Hail Satan. Fuck
Hail
Elliot.
Jiggis Dawson.
Quit fucking cussing.
No fucking
Bye.
cussing.
Go. No fucking bye.
Bye.
Bye.